I think there's people that are fueled by ego. I think there's people that are fueled with selfish desires, always. But I know that there's people that do it out of pure heart. My name is Rayne. Hi. I'm a vocalist, a songwriter, and a performer. I've lived here since I was like 12. For sure, it pushes you. I think it pushes you to your limits and sometimes makes you cross them. And like exactly that kind of experience, I think, is what makes you do such weird things like be an artist. Yeah, the city is weird, man. I think it's such a privilege to be in such a culturally like colorful place, like in terms of art and music and, you know, theater and dance and stuff. There's so many people that do such cool stuff here that it also feels okay to do something that's out of the box here because there's so many people that resonate with that. Yeah, I think everybody deep down is an artist. It's just about if you tap into it or not. I think a lot of people want to make community, but not a lot of people know what it takes. I do feel here there's collaboration in some circles, but I definitely do feel there's still a social hierarchy, like in all places. I think there's people that are fueled by ego. I think there's people that are fueled with selfish desires, always. But I know that there's people that do it out of pure heart. It's a duality. I think you can't say one or the other. It's a little embarrassing. I had mostly animal posters, and then there was like one Direction poster. I actually think about this a lot, because CRAVE was a song that I didn't think was going to be like crazy out there, that people would resonate with so much. And it's actually kind of interesting because CRAVE was one of the songs where I felt I was the most vulnerable.
My mouth and acted right. You told me couldn't live that life. You wanna take it from me, take it from me. Isn't fair, hope you pray for me, pray for me. Could've better what you hate on me, hate on me.
Kind of talks about my relationship to my father and how complicated things like that can be with family. People loved it, and I'm honestly glad that people can resonate with it because I've just heard, like, of so many of my friends how difficult family can be. So hearing a song that makes you feel heard is super important. I know that I've experienced that with other music as well. So I like building relationships with the people I make music with.
When you speak up on in the light, had to shut around the evil, taking the night. Valley, when you speak up on in the light, had to shut around the evil, taking the night. Claustrophobic from the walls that insecurity feeds. Relieved by smoking on a devil, baby smoking a tree. Free, concealed, now ever growing like a willow it seems. If I stretch out my branches, I'd be reaching the sea.
Like everything, I think all experiences feel better the more you can resonate with somebody and feel comfortable. And I'm very skeptical when it comes to trust and people, so I like to be careful and like test my grounds. And if I really think I work well with somebody, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But I was always very insecure, and I was always very scared of trying things because I was afraid of failing. And I think that was actually something that held me back for so long to even try anything. Because it was like so inhibiting to even imagine that I would fail in something. But I kind of just had to trust myself, I think. And it also is more fun that way because I get to see the reaps of that benefit, you know? I get to see the time that I invested and then something great come out of it. I think when I kind of got to a point where I was like, this makes me so happy compared to nothing else in my life, I kind of just had to do it because like, it felt so good. Yeah. I think it's kind of sad that we're so pushed into a box of trying to live in this society that's actually not really benefiting our creative well-being, like emotional well-being. A lot of people are burned out and exhausted and doing jobs that just makes them look so sad and bleak in the trains. And I'm like so grateful that I can do things that don't make me feel like that, you know? Yeah, I have my album, my debut album, NEOPHYTE. It's coming out in November on my birthday. I was making a lot of music that kind of felt like jokes. Just like having fun, you know, trying things out, which is super important as well.
Smoking on my doobie and I'm thinking too much. Smoke engulfed the room the way that I'm getting up. With my homies getting high and my eyes getting squinty. Know it's about that time cause my mind's going empty. Have I been the boat?
But I wanted to make something with substance, something that spoke of what I'd been going through and like experiencing all of these things. I wanted to put it on like an audible record that I could almost feel when I hear it. What was so special about this album, though, is that I had worked with almost like 20 other people, and they were able to convey their experience and their perspective on similar topics. Oh, I definitely think you should look at Nome. Nome and Evan, they're two Berlin-based artists. They're fantastic.
You ever met a world peace advocate that's a true savage? I'm Rana test at the palace, I ain't mad. I'm fine with taking a win, that's just rude manners. We stay maneuvering through the brew that you threw at us. Wonder what the wonderland is like. I'm traveling down the steepest rabbit hole to interview Alice. I ain't really eating good.